Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First carry now for Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 38, Allen rolling to his right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Allen. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for Colts TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it.
You're going to have to come right back on.
They'll come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Another nice move. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Here's Allen rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Chubb will get the call, running left. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 40 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen. He's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 58 yards. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
54 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week, and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but is also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Muscles him off. And some room to maneuver. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Chubb on the read option. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll come out in the pistol. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Mayfield. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Allen going to keep it again. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 47.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Colts 24, Browns 17.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Indy. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And he takes this one in for a close.
Fuck you, pussy.
A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And some room to work. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 29-yard line. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
A little juke. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Here's Chubb on the read option. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Allen. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 2nd down and 8. Here's Allen. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Allen. And it's caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point, it's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That's caught at the 25. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And this one is right through. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.